Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Brunch with Brian. And it's formal dining room Fridays. So we're starting out in the dining room. And I think we forgot our breathing exercises yesterday. Uh-oh. So we better make up on those breathing exercises. We like to start with a smile, always. It's Friday. We're churning through October here. Hopefully you guys have a lot of action going on. You're doing some good things out there, taking a lot of action. It all starts in your mind. You know, you want to visualize and see yourself. I talked a couple of weeks ago about having milestones in your life and sort of reevaluating the different areas of your life and taking a fresh look at them and saying, now, what would be my perfect family life, my perfect life with my friends, my perfect life with my work, with real estate, and kind of visualize and get an ideal picture of your ideal life. How are you going to achieve that ideal life if you don't have an image of it in your mind? And so I recently had a birthday lately, and I've been working on that. I've been working on creating my ideal life in my mind and then in reality. And also I've been working on my COVID journal. I hope you guys have been doing that. That's going to be something that's valuable to you later, to be able to look back and look at some, even if you just write one day a week, you know, just a little update on what's going on in your life. It's really, when you go back and look at it later, especially since we're going through such an unusual time that hopefully we'll never go through again. Yeah, although you never know with these pandemics, you know, but hopefully we get through this one and we're a lot smarter and we won't have to go through anything like this again, but we will grow from it and become better people, hopefully, all of us. So it's on today's special Brunch with Brian Friday. We're smiling, right? It's actually couple of cool things, World Post Day. They actually formed the post office in World Post Office, actually, called the Universal Postal Union in 1874. And that was a worldwide way of sending mail to people. Now we have email. It's crazy how that has progressed, right? From physical mail to email. And it's the Vikings actually, this is Leif Erikson Day. That's why I'm wearing a Vikings shirt, because the Vikings discovered, North America. Leif Erikson landed in North America, supposedly on this date in the year 1000, roughly, or maybe that's what the today is. Skål! That's what you say if you're a Viking. Let's all say it. Skål! If you're a Vikings fan like me. They won last week, so that's good. Anyway, it's some neat things today. Now listen, we're going into a weekend. Anytime we're going into a weekend, my big lesson is just get on the phone and try to get to one house. And you know what? If you don't have an appointment to go see a house, go driving around tomorrow through your farm area and see if you can find an open house. And go in and talk to the person at the open house. If it's a FSBO open house, do the same thing you would do on a closing call. If it's an agent open house, talk to the agent, ask them, do you think that your seller, if we came in with a full price offer, would consider making monthly payments for a while? So Chelsea, come here. Look, Chelsea, they're just leaving. You know, we're having Chelsea and the cute baby Caden leaving. So here he is again, cute baby. Hi, buddy. How you doing this morning? He's just waking up.
Just waking up.
Yeah, just getting going. He's so cute. Oh, we love babies. Yeah. All right. Well, great to see you, Chelsea. Okay, so today is a few special days. We're marking a couple of special occasions. Let's see. Moldy Cheese Day. World Egg Day. You know, eggs are pretty good for you. They're not very high in calorie unless you have cholesterol issues, but they're pretty low in calorie, about 60, 70 calories an egg, depending on how big your egg is. And also, if you don't cook it in butter, and it's got a lot of good protein in it, so eggs are good. It's Submarine Grinder / Hero Day, so Submarine Sandwich Day. You know, it's always got to be a food day. World Egg and that. It's Curious Events Day. I don't know, I'm not sure about that. Fire Prevention Day, Vet Nurse Day, Sneakers Day, and Scrubs Day. Scrubs must be related to vet nurse. So if you wear scrubs, it's Scrubs Day. So birthdays today, there's only one birthday that was really big of note, and that's John Lennon was born today. He would have been 80. He would have been 80 today. He was born in 1940. Wow. Phantom of the Opera actually was open in 86 on this day. And the Yankees won the World Series and Babe hit 3 home runs, the Babe Ruth in 1928. So guys, let's do our breathing exercise. You know, with Vikings, so what kind of Viking doesn't eat meat? A Norwegian. Oh, that's a good one. How do Vikings send secret messages? That's easy. You can probably think of that one. Norse code, yes. What happens if a Viking is reincarnated? He's Bjorn again. Okay, that one was funny. What kind of cars do Vikings drive? They drive fjords, of course. Oh, yes. Where do Vikings go when they get old? Nursing homes. Okay, so there's a lot of funny puns on Vikings, and there's some jokes about the Minnesota Vikings football team, but I'm not going to say any of those because I still love the Vikings. Let's do our deep breathing. Okay, ready? Deep breath in. Hold it a little bit. And let it go. Relax your neck. Do your shoulder rolls and your neck rolls. Another deep breath in. Smiling. Hold your breath. And let it go. Okay, one more. Deep breath in. That feels great. So you should always at least do deep breathings and like mild stretching, a little bit of stretching, a little moving your body. Neck rolls, shoulder rolls are always great. And now we're going to be on a special call. Hopefully you saw us yesterday on Thursdays Live, and we're going to be on a special event with Ron LeGrand and Global Publishing today. And we'll be going through some deals that we've called for some of you guys that have turned in leads and actually have you on the line. So guys, if you have not signed up for that, that's a free event. Go over to ronlegrand.com or Global Publishing and sign up, and maybe we'll see you there. As I said, we're going to be on there deal structuring with Ron. I tell you what, and we went through the leads and closing calls. Yesterday we talked about how closing calls are so vital. And honestly, if there's one part of the business that's the hardest and also the most important, it's the closing calls. It's the thing that makes people most afraid. We went around our mastermind group last month and asked everybody what their biggest challenges are. It's getting on the phone, closing calls. There's organization issues, time management issues, but I'm telling you, a lot of that comes back to fear of making the closing calls. If you made all the closing calls at the times you're supposed to make them, you'd be okay. So remember, we talk about role control. Actually, 4 ways we talked about yesterday to stay positive. I want to add role control. Role control is a big, huge one. So remember, those were number 1, stay busy. Get productive, be productive. There's nothing that gives you more positive feelings of self-esteem and feeling good about yourself than being real productive. So number 1, get busy, be productive. Number 2, get some exercise, work out. That always actually gives you chemical boost in your brain, endorphins, as well as just, getting good exercise. So that's a good fight to stay positive, a good tool. And then the third one is think of others. Think of what you can do for others. Don't put the focus on yourself, because that's what leads a lot of times to feeling not as happy as you could be. And then the fourth one is always role control. What role do you want to be in? And for that, you need to think about it a little bit. You need to create roles for yourself. Now, I have a blank role definition chart form that if you want it, just email us at support@thewolfcouple.com. Send an email, support@thewolfcouple. You can do that anytime, anytime you have any questions. And email us there and ask me for a blank role definition chart, and you can fill in any role that you need in your life. Now, okay, I had to be babysitter to a baby 2 days ago. I haven't done that for, I don't know, a long time, 20 years or something. So that, I had to get back in that role. Fortunately, I love being a dad, and that role came very easily. So I was cool watching the baby for a few hours. And so that's the key, though, is that you really need to slip into this master caller me role when you're making your calls, or any role that you need at any time. Deal maker me when you go out to people's houses, just to stay positive and stay in the right role. And if you're in the right role, you can't be negative. Some roles are grateful, happy me. Okay, if you're in grateful, happy me, you're thinking of your blessings. Did you do that? Remember when I gave you that assignment to write your blessings out? I wrote my blessings out. And so, I have a little card and then a bigger sheet with my blessings. So that's a good thing to do to stay positive. And let's all have a great weekend and get some productive things. And like I said, if you don't have a deal meeting, and if you can't make some calls today and get a meeting to go look at a house tomorrow, just go driving tomorrow through your farm area and look for open houses or anything you can find and see what you can come up with. Even if you don't even go in the open house, write the address, make a phone call, see what you can work out, and then maybe get in there. And if it's a FSBO open house, guys, we've closed FSBO open houses, just driving around and walking into them. So that's a great possibility. And then you're taking action, and you're being productive, and you're going to feel great, and you're thinking about helping others sell their homes. So that was a good brunch with Brian, guys. I'm not going to keep you anymore. We're going to see you, like I said, maybe potentially today for deal structuring on the Ron LeGrand Global Publishing event. Otherwise, we'll make through the weekend, and then we'll see you back here bright Monday morning for a brunch with Brian. Until then, have a great weekend. Keep expecting success, getting the best training, and taking action.